Hello everyone, Michael here from the Daily Note 2, and today I'll be reviewing the Arium Design Galaxy Note 2 flip cover. This is a flip cover that is obviously inspired by the genuine OEM Samsung flip cover, and I'll be doing a comparison, right? I have a genuine flip cover right next to it. And first impressions wise, it is a beautiful cover. I got the slightly blue one, and it has a very similar texture, as you could see the lines or the grains to the Galaxy Note 2. The Galaxy Note 2 cover, it is a little bit harder on the surface, and I think it does okay in the pockets. It does not seem to scratch well. Whereas this one, I feel it's a little bit softer. If you press down really hard with your fingernail, you might see some impressions there. Flap wise, it's almost feels nearly identical to the Samsung flip cover, and you can also press the volume buttons through the flap. Okay, and let's see, you could see there's a bit of a trim on the volume ear hole there, trim on the camera and the flash, and the trim on the speakers. I did test the volume coming out of the speaker when the phone is laid down like this, and it seemed to have no problem, doesn't seem to change the volume at all, so I think that's good. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, the material here, the Samsung flip cover, right, they have microfiber here, and that seems to protect it well with and also keeps the screen clean because it is microfiber. But the Arium Design cover, it's not microfiber. It feels like more like a soft polyester. So anyway, the edges here seems to be a little bit uneven, unlike the genuine flip cover. The edges are beveled, and it seems just a little bit more attention to the manufacturing process. Also, it has this indentation, and let me show you. The indentation is important, and this one does not have that indentation. So with the Samsung flip cover, you press it here, and it does not do this, right? It actually presses on that button, and it is unfortunate that is the case, right? And let's see what else. The ear hole here, unlike the Samsung flip cover, the ear hole, it is very small on this, but it matches up perfectly all the time, never an issue. Whereas this, you could see that the ear hole is actually below this opening here. Does not seem to affect the volume output coming out of there, but just appearance wise, I think they could have done a little bit better. Another thing is the Galaxy Note 2, it is kind of like a embossed print there, whereas this is just printed on here. But speaking of which, I feel that they could have done a little bit better on the printing. The G is a little bit deeper in there than the I off of there. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, so when I put in the phone, I noticed that the phone dropped in pretty easily into it, right? But as you can see, it's not easy to take out. It drops in really easy, but it's hard to take out. You don't have to worry about it falling out. And one thing is the surface, where the edges here, they're a little bit above the glass itself, so it does offer a little bit of protection. For example, I guess if you were to put your phone down for like that for some reason, the plastic would hit first, and I think that is a plus from the genuine flip cover. Okay, and as in terms of size, right, it's actually adding a little bit bulk to the sides here and the top. And what that means is, compared to the flip cover, it's just going to be a little bit wider and a little bit taller. As you can see, I'm trying to line it up with the edges here, and it's a little bit more, just a little bit more there, and that's understandable. Another thing is that the flip cover, unlike the genuine flip cover, right, is this really offering protection for your phone? I know your original battery cover is sitting at home and in perfect condition, but if you were to like damage this or scuff this heavily, it is to be debated where it actually is doing any kind of protection. And And the reason I'm looking at cases still is because you know, I've owned this phone for a little bit over a month now, and I'm hearing some stories. I have a lot of subscribers now, and one of them actually told me a couple of weeks ago that they broke their screen, um, and it was a very unfortunate. And it is because the phone is heavy, and if it happens to land in these four corners, face down at the just the right angle, seems like it's very prone to cracking just because it's so heavy. Imagine all that force landing on these corners here, and that's why the genuine Samsung flip cover, sure, if it fell with the flap on, it'd be no problem. But imagine, you were just unlucky and it fell like that still. Okay, and I think this case would offer actually a little bit better protection. Also, even if it dropped on the corner and the glass didn't crack, the genuine flip cover does not offer any protections on these corners, whereas this one does. Right, this one offers protections at these two corners. This corner not as much because the stylus needs to pull out. It pulls out just fine. It's just a little bit less protection there. And I'm not sure what is the case with the ones that are shipping internationally, but for the Korean models, we have this gnarly TV antenna that comes out of the Galaxy Note 2, and I actually have almost never used it. And I would have preferred the protection here rather than them giving me this open, them cutting this part out so I could take out the TV antenna. Okay, so that is the review of my Arium Design Galaxy Note 2 flip cover. It's about $20 on eBay, available internationally. It is manufactured in China, but it is sold out of Korea. So that is my review. I hope you got something out of it. Even if you don't have, or even if you're not considering getting this exact case, I think a few points mentioned here might benefit you when determining if you want to buy like a $45 or $40 flip cover versus a generic cover. So if you haven't been to my channel yet, please come by, check out my other videos. I have about 80 videos now on the Samsung Galaxy Note 2, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe because I create about a video a day, so that you could get the most out of the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Thank you for watching.